And it's those principles around good financial habits that have really helped us grow our net worth and plan for the future. Hi everybody, Robert here. Just on the way home from the gym, I brought my camera with me for a shoot a quick video on the way home, just walking through the park. My house is under renovation right now. We just moved in January and we're slowly making our way through the house of renovations. So currently my office is no longer there where I usually shoot my videos. And I didn't want to miss doing a video this weekend, so I thought I'd just do a video walking through the park. As you see, it's nice in the evening time. I'm a bit sweaty from the gym, but there you go. That's life. Saturday night as a 51-year-old. I had an email this week from a gentleman. He was about the same age as I was when I started my personal finance journey. He's 48. I was 47, I guess. And he's just discovered how the true nature of money, how money works, how personal finance should be done, compound interest. And it was a long email. I guess he was pretty shocked. And I could really relate to that because at 47, I went through the same process. I'm going to go through that with you shortly. But he wanted to know how late he was. He seemed pretty nervous and was asking for advice, what he should do. I guess he's watched a few videos. And the first thing I wanted to say to him, and I'll say to anybody watching this video, is it is not too late. Nowhere near too late. Not in this day and age, certainly. And 47, 48, 51 is no age. I feel very young. And beyond that, 55, 60, it's not too late. At this point in history, I think we're very, sorry, mosquitoes. I think this point in history, I think we're very lucky to have all the resources that we have at hand for knowledge, for opportunities to make money, for resources, and just for networking with people perhaps in the same boat. So I wrote back to this gentleman and gave him some videos to watch, and gave him some of the advice that I did at 47 when I discovered the same thing, and part of my journey in the early days, which I'm going to go through now. So at 46, I was up until the age of 46. My wife and I had very good incomes, and we managed to spend it every single month. We had a high disposable income, and every single month at the end of it, we didn't have enough to pay off our credit cards. We made good money, but we were high consumers. We had a consumer lifestyle, and our lifestyle inflation was off the scale. We had 3 or 4 vehicles. We went on vacations 3 or 4 times a year. I remember one year we went to all-inclusive Disney World and Universal Studios twice, one in March, one in October. And we had vacations in between. We spent a lot of money. We enjoyed it, and we thought it would go on forever. And up until 46, that was great. That was dandy. But at 46, I come across a video on YouTube, and it was, again, a gentleman similar age to me that had discovered all about good personal finance, how money is supposed to work, and compound interest. And it sent shockwaves through my life, and I was stunned. I didn't really understand the concept of money at that point, how it really works. I figured we would trade time for money, and that would continue. And then at 65, we would retire and, take up some hobbies, and that was it. But then I realized I had no retirement. I had not set up a retirement plan. I had no investments, and we had very little savings. We weren't interested in saving money. We were interested only in spending money and enjoying ourselves. And up until 46, that was great. But now I had the information that this was not the right path. Certainly not for somebody who wanted to be financially independent and eventually spend time with the kids and have some fun without feeling we need to continue working. Because up until that point, I was working probably 80, 90 hours a week. My wife has a professional career. She was working a good 60 hours a week. And to maintain that lifestyle, we had to work those hours. We couldn't take time off. I certainly couldn't take time off. As much as I enjoy working 7 days a week for months and even years on end gets tiring. You need to have a break. So watching this video at 46, I realized that we'd been doing it all wrong. We'd been blowing through money like there was no tomorrow, and not investing, not preparing for our future, and really having some bad personal finance habits. We weren't paying off our credit cards, weren't saving, weren't investing, and our lifestyle was was up here. The inflation of our lifestyle was up here. We were living way above our means instead of below our means. And it was quite a shock. So after the panic and letting it all settle in, I decided to do something about it. And then at 47, I started my education in finance and personal finance, my education in compound interest and how to invest your money and how to build assets and eventually live off those assets with them providing an income rather than having a job or an income from your business. And this was a huge mindset change for me. And that was 4 years ago. I'm 51 now. Now we have multiple investment portfolios. We have multiple investment properties that we manage in Canada, both in this province and other provinces. And we're building these investment portfolios and investment property portfolios as we go on. And we love doing it. We understand the principles behind common interest and how personal finance, if managed and taken control of, can provide you a lifestyle without the need of working. So I guess what I'm trying to say is it's never too late. Whether in your mid-40s, your mid-50s, or beyond, in your 60s, it's never too late to get a grasp of your personal finances, make a plan. And although we're learning as we go, we can't imagine now our position just 4 years ago was so different, was polar opposite to what we have now. People are living longer, they're working longer. There's resources online that we never had years ago. There's opportunities online to make money and make those changes in your life that you want to make. And it's not all wine and roses. There has to be sacrifices. The best scenario is you start building wealth in your 20s. By your 40s, you could be financially retired. But in your mid-40s, your mid-50s, there has to be sacrifices. At 47, I had to make some sacrifices. But what was important is I sorted out my personal finances, start saving, and then start investing for the future. I wanted to be financially independent. I wanted to be financially in control of our lives, and there had to be sacrifices. If anyone says to you there's an easy way of doing it, you can do it in 2 years and do this and do that, don't believe it. There's no easy way. There's no corners to be cut. Anything worthwhile doing will take work and sacrifice. But if it is important for you, if you do want your financial independence, you want to build wealth, you want to pass this information down to your kids and set them up for life, then there has to be sacrifice. There has to be hard work. There has to be some direction. There has to be some changes in your life. There's no other way around it. But the goal, the prize, for me, was more important. I wanted that for me and my family. Okay, I had to get back in the van. I was being eaten alive by mosquitoes. It's pretty hot and humid here. So let me know if this video made any sense. It was a bit of a ramble, but I thought it was important just to reach out to anybody that perhaps is feeling the same thing that I used to, or the same thing that this gentleman had emailed me to. Perhaps you can relate to it. Maybe you're younger and you're already on a plan to financial independence and you already got this all sussed out. Maybe you're the same age and you're going through something similar. Hopefully it's helped a little bit, and I'd love to hear from you. Then again, maybe you're a bit older and just discovering the true nature of money, compound interest, and how you build investment for the future. In all honesty, I can't wait to get my office back. But if you do like these videos, I could do some more of them in the future. In the meantime, I'm going to leave some videos here for you to look at, and I'll see you in the next one.